I have much confidence that we will qualify for the next World Cup in 2026. I know we have a very bad start, having just 3 points in 4 matches. But if you look at the momentum now gathered by the Super Eagles team, you know at least there is some level of progress. And by the grace of God, going forward, I know everybody among these young players know what is at stake. And we are surely going to do our best to ensure that we support the team. We have just started our qualifiers for the next Nation Cup in Morocco 2025. And by the grace of God, that will be our breakthrough to winning the 4th AFCON for the nation. We have started to see that we get a substantive coach for the Super Falcons. But before that, because we are planning to see how we can utilize the FIFA window we are going to have in October to see how we can engage the team to make them fit. Basically, we want to see how we can start grooming some of our young girls from the league to see how we can find some of them that can be injected into the Super Falcons.
Again, that was the president of the Nigeria Football Federation, ALHAJI IBRAHIM MUSA GUSAU. Are you excited? We are going to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup in America.
This will be the first case of violence if I chico you.
But you heard him. You heard him.
What about what you just heard now? First of all, he was just categorically listing his failures so far. No Super Falcons coach, no Super Eagles coach, the under-20.
But he said it's a process.
The only thing that I took from this his speech of his is that everything that we are doing now, we are relying entirely on the grace of God. Yes. If we might as well have made God the NFF president. At this point, it's the same thing. There's nothing. God was telling you that. Don't stress me. Now by the grace of God. He said we will come up with a coach as if that's magic.
But he also said that they are almost concluding, and that the coach they will come up with is one you'll be proud of as a Nigerian.
There's no coach that this NFF will employ
that
will be proud of as a Nigerian. Who do you want them? Do you have Jose Mourinho money? Everyone already spoke about the fact that he was approached for a turn now. Labadia, you could not tie that. Labadia was. We were not even happy about Labadia. But even Labadia, you could not tie down. You're not coming to talk about you agree something the next morning. Somebody will say, when you agree, did you sign before you announce? Who announces a coach without an agreement of mouth? Yeah. It's not until you put pen to paper that's when you announce this. Because I don't know where this is done by the so-called accountant.
Yeah, but it's not a lawyer, it's an accountant.
Okay. You should. Right. Yeah, I'm neither a lawyer nor an accountant. I know it. In my head, I know that this does not make sense. I don't need an accounting degree to figure that out. So at the end of the day, I'm extremely, like I said when I started the show, I don't care. It's this same man that appointed and then undermined Finish Judge and made him resign within 4 days. The appointed Finish Judge based off of his Enyimba accolades entirely. Nothing about the time that Enyimba suggests that he's the man that will take 5 to the World Cup. So you appoint Finish Judge, it gives the indication that okay, you want to give him time to and then after 4 games, 2 competition games, he said, no, we are not doing again. And then from then, it's been one managerial merry-go-round to another. Everybody and their mother has been linked to this job.
If somebody said something that if people cannot see your impact, and you are the one telling them that
this is what I did.
Then obviously you have failed. That's what it means. People should be the one to spot your impact and say this person has done. Your work should speak for itself. That's exactly what Tunde is trying to insinuate. And GUSAU hasn't done any of that. He hasn't shown. He hasn't inspired confidence, as Tunde said, and he hasn't given a lot of Nigerians hope.
But he said the next Nations Cup in Morocco, which we have not qualified for, is the chance that we have to win our 4th.
The problem is that Nigerians we live on hope all the time. We are hoping. Haven't you heard when they speak? We are hoping that we do, but this one is even confident.
We are hoping to hope.
He said this one that we are winning.
And even that, I have a problem with that because this country we tend to confuse and conflate and mistake sporting achievements from an administrative achievement. Yeah. Even if we win the African competition in Morocco, how is that GUSAU, like, how is it?
But he was the president of the NFF when that happened. Okay. Let's finish the show. Let's finish the show. Let's finish the show.
And that is the problem.
Which nation have you seen that they give the
NFF a medal?
That they give the
Football Federation
the credit for winning a trophy. Administrative achievements are policies that you set. New sources of revenue you set for the federation. Like how you improve the country's football from the ground up. Those are what proves that you are a good administrator. Not that because you got lucky that they don't happen to win something in your own tenure. Who was the NFF president of 2013?
We can't even remember. But we know the coach, we know the team.
Exactly. So stop confusing administrative achievements to football. It doesn't. In fact, we've made that something that we are used to already. So when GUSAU leaves, like, whereas GUSAU, what have you achieved?
You tell you that we want to do.
And I qualified them for the World Cup.
For the National Cup, we took them to Spa.
So he said that there's a World Cup that he knows that we are going to qualify. That one is self-deceit. So he needs to cure himself from the self-deceit. Then for the Nations Cup, let him wait, let us qualify first. See, all these things he has mentioned, managers and the coaches and all. See, when you know someone who is on the verge of failure, in fact has failed, that's exactly kind of confidence. Knowing fully well that they just want the media to see that they are working.
We are here.
Working but hardly working.
That's working hard but hardly working.
So they are just there to be, and that's it. It's a typical Nigerian statement, especially from the politician or whatever. Yeah. Because these guys are politicians. They don't bring in technocrats. Forget the fact that he's an accountant. They don't bring in technocrats to come and people who know the job very well. They don't put square pegs in square holes. Yeah, you don't do it. There's somebody who is probably affiliated to one party or whatever the other. They tell them to come and run our football. And at the end of the day, when we don't achieve results, we start blaming the players, not knowing that the person who put all these people in charge. First things first. The coaches that Tunde even mentioned earlier, are they the right coaches for the Super Eagles? And for over 10-15 years now, I've never seen any administration that said that they are financially solvent. In fact, even the same Penny, we know what is obtainable with all the money he said that he's catching. We know the sponsorship and all that came through. And if not because he was involved, we would have gotten that kind of sponsorship. Yeah. So let us not deceive ourselves. NFF has never declared that they are financially solvent. But when it comes to elections, you see dollars flying around.
And he has business. He has.
Please don't forget all this. Where's the money coming to? Let us join now.
Okay, now before I'm being punched out of the studio, I played this video with so much excitement, but I get the point where you're coming from.
Are you the
he and GUSAU look a bit alike.
Exactly. I'm wearing white. He's wearing white.
Since they are under his hero.
No, I'm applying. Okay. I just applied. I said my TV. My TV.
Babash Miller will query that.
So guys, I get the point where you're coming from, and I like the fact that we've been able to relate with what the NFF said and what is real and what is actually real, which is the point which I'm driving at. And guys, we can continue. The video is a long one, but let's cut it short at this point. Thank you very much for being a part of it.
Thank you for having me.
Enjoy the international break, so that's what we're doing it. Yeah, enjoy it.
I'm going to be watching countries that have good federations and good federation presidents. So if your country is part of it, come and jump. If your country is not here, accept your fate.
John and Jen today, thank you for being a part of the show.
Very good to be here once again.
Most definitely. From the NFF to the studio, we'll have to take a quick break at this point in time. We're not done yet. On today's edition of the show, there's more programming to come. Just stay tuned.